In this video, we're going to be looking at the intermediate value theorem. It's a very popular theorem in calculus. So what's the objective? It's going to be able to state the intermediate value theorem, determine if a value satisfies the intermediate value theorem. Okay? So here we go. If f is continuous function on a closed interval from a to b, all right? So I have a function that's continuous from a to b. So here is my a and here's my b. And it's continuous from here to here. That means no holes, no asymptotes. All right, and if y sub 0 is any value between f of a and f of b. So now I'm looking at the y's here. So here's f of a and f of b. And y is going to be somewhere in between. Then y sub 0 is going to have f of c, where c is going to be between a and b. Okay? So what this is really saying is, in other words, what I like to say is, I like to tell my students, what's going to happen is, Mr. Quintana, if I have A and I have B, and here is my f of A and here is my f of B, up here, okay? So I have a point here and a point here. So if I have a continuous function that connects from here to here, I have to go through every single point between f of a and f of b in order for me to get from a to b. There's no way. Some people might say, well, what if you jump? If you jump, then you're not making it continuous anymore. It just saying that any value between here and here, any y value between f of a and f of b is going to have an x value between a and b. That's all it's saying. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. Given the endpoints 3, 5, and the endpoint 4, 10, satisfying the continuous condition, we have to pass through every single y coordinate between 5 and 10. That is, for every 5 and 10, there will be an x value between 3 and 4 that corresponds to it. That's all it's saying. Okay. And where does entre medio come in? Okay, entre medio means in Spanish means in the middle. So therefore it's going to be entre medio, intermediate. It's going to be in the middle of the endpoint. So if I have, here's my f of b and here's my f of a, that means that entre medio means in between. So if there's a y in between f of a and f of b, then there's going to be an x entre medio between a and b. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how they'll test this on the exam. Let's pretend I gave you, I have the endpoints of 3, 10 and 7, 4. All right, so I can ask f of 5 can be which one of the following? Okay, f of a can be I can say 3.1, I can say 10.8, I can say 9, I can say 0. Which one of these is the correct answer? So if I was to look at it graphically, if I was to look at this graphically and I was to put 310, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have this dot up there, 3, 10. And then I have another dot at 7, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 4 is right there. Then that means that what? F of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. F of 5 right here. This is it. This is my 5. When x equals 5, then my 5 can be which one of the following? Well, it's got to be in between, anywhere between these two. So it's got to be between this guy and this guy. So the answer is going to be 9. It can be 0, it can be 10.8, but we have to guarantee that it's going to be in between these two values. All right? And that concludes my intermediate value theorem video.